What is going on, guys? Joaquin Corrales, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to go from making $100 a day in your Shopify store to over $1,000 every single day. I think that's all it really comes down to, it being able to have the skills to be able to go out there and scale your campaigns, okay? When it comes to e-commerce, when it comes to Shopify and Facebook advertising, getting the sales is not the hard part. It's being able to create your advertisements and scale them in a way where you're able to make a lot more, a lot faster, while preserving your return on investment, okay? So a lot of people out there, they don't have trouble getting to $100 a day, $50 a day, but then they're kind of stuck and they don't know where to go next as far as scaling the actual campaigns. We started a brand new store somewhere around 2 weeks ago here in the office, just kind of messing around. And we're gonna do somewhere over $30,000 this month. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we've been able to scale it from $100 on the first day to over $1,000 a day right now presently. So we're gonna jump into my computer and get right into it. All right, guys, so we're inside of my computer. And as you can see here, today we've done 1,479 in sales. And if we go back, we started this store on April 1st. If we do April 1st through the 7th, which is the first week, we did $2,141. We weren't really paying a lot of attention to the store here. The week after, which was this past week, we paid a little bit more attention to it. We got it to $7,000 and finally started hitting those $1,000 days. And then from the 15th to the 17th is this week. We're 3 days in and we're already at 4,130. And if we go April 1st through the 17th, then we can see that on our first day we did $96, and then we basically started going up from there. We hit our first $1,000 day almost on the 11th day, on the 12th day. And again, guys, this is just with one product. So at the beginning we were testing multiple products till we found one that worked out. And then it's just a matter of scaling it from there, right? And scaling it from there and figuring out how to preserve the highest return on investment possible, which is something that I think a lot of people kind of miss when it comes to Shopify in general. A lot of people are worried about the sales and scaling and all of that, but how much are you getting back on the actual product? So I'm going to show you, we're going to dive into my ad account here in a second. I'm going to show you exactly how we started scaling to these 1,000. Here we had a $1,700 day on April 16th, which was actually yesterday. Today we're at 1,400. Probably going to beat it. We have about 2 more hours here left, and the ads are still going to be going for quite a while. So let's go into my ad account. So the campaign that you guys are seeing here is just one of the campaigns that we're running. This one I'm still working on fine tuning. As you see, the return on investment here is not huge. We're here, it's somewhere around a $200 to a $180 profit, but we're still fine-tuning it, and I'm 100% fine with that because I know that we have some campaigns here, and I'm basically buying data that's going to allow me to be able to go out there and spend a lot more money where things are actually working. So the cost per purchase that I'm looking for with this exact item that I'm selling is $21. So I don't want to pass $21 when it comes to paying for an actual purchase. So as you could see here on this first campaign, I was paying $11 for every single purchase. Right here, 24, which is not that bad. I'm still making money at 24. 12, which is awesome. 24, a little bit higher than I want, but that's fine. And then 99, which is obviously a lot more than I'm looking to pay for every single purchase. Now, I know that a lot of people are able to get to this level more or less as far as being able to get sales, right? And if you're not able to go out there and get sales for your Shopify store yet, then go watch another video. This video is another video on my channel. This video is more for people who want to learn how to go out there and scale their campaigns because they're already making sales, right? So when someone looks at this, the average person would be like, okay, so you spent $528. That was about $150 to $100 on product cost. The product is not that expensive. So $817 return. And actually, this doesn't report all of it. It was actually like a 1,000 plus return from this campaign alone. But most people would probably stop it because the ROI for them is not exactly there yet. But what I'm seeing is a gold mine. And the reason why I'm seeing a gold mine is because if I'm willing to pay $21 for every single purchase and I'm getting 9 purchases right here for $11, then I need to figure out what is up with this campaign. Like, why is this campaign giving me purchases at such a small amount of money? Okay, so not only do I want to increase the budget on this campaign by maybe 25 to 40%, but I also want to see what is giving me all those sales in the actual campaign, right? Now, a lot of mistake that a lot of people make as well, and I kind of said it there without noticing, is that the increase of the budget. So you guys only want to increase your budget before around 9 to 10 a.m. Not after that, because then Facebook is going to be all over the place and they're not going to optimize your campaigns properly. So you want to make sure that if you want to change the budget on a campaign, I usually don't do it at night, because I'm only selling to Canada and the United States. So I won't change my budget at 12 a.m. because I don't want Facebook to be spending a lot of money when most of these people are sleeping. Even though it's showing it to people, I don't know. Most of the sales that I ever get in any of the stores are basically after 9 a.m., somewhere around there. That's not to say that you shouldn't run the advertisements at night, but I don't change the budgets at 12 a.m. I'll do it when I wake up, like at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. or something like that. I'll change the budgets up. Now, when it comes to a campaign like this, right? Like this campaign right here is spending $150 a day right now, but I wanted to spend as much as possible because it's so much lower in the cost per purchase than I want it to, right? Like I could go up to 21 and it's doing 11. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this campaign right here. Then I'm gonna go to the ads, to the ad level, all the way to the end to the ad level. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this breakdown button right here. And I'm going to click on by delivery, and then I'm going to click on age. So I'm going to start off by age because I want to see if all of these purchases are coming from a specific age group or they're coming from all over the place, right? So like I said before, I'm willing to pay $21 for every single purchase. So as you can see here, 65 years and over, which is this last row right here, is giving me purchases at $5.82, which is mind blowing, right? Like the return on look, it's a 7x return on ad spend, right? So for every dollar that I spend on ads, I get $7 back, which is really good. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to keep hitting the breakdowns because I want to see if there's more of a trend. So obviously there's a trend here in that almost 80% or probably more than 80% of my purchases came from people that were 65 and older. But let's take a look at at gender as well. So let's see what gender shows us. So as you can see here, female has more than 90% of all the sales, okay? So not only is it, and then I can hit here on breakdown again, age and gender, and then it's gonna show me obviously that 65 plus and female, right, are at $6.19, which makes up almost every single purchase in this actual campaign. So now the next thing that I'm gonna do, if I wanna scale this campaign right here, is that I'm gonna come back here, I'm gonna clear all the breakdowns, I'm gonna come back to my ad sets, and I'm going to duplicate this campaign right here. I'm going to duplicate it to this exact campaign. So I'm going to duplicate this ad set to this exact campaign. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put it at around $75 to $100 a day, but I'm only going to target females that are 65 years and older, because I noticed that these 9 purchases, almost every single one of them came from that exact kind of demographic, right? And basically that's one of the main scaling strategies that we use, where all you're doing with Facebook is that you're buying data, right? Like the more money that you spend on Facebook, the more data it's going to give you back. And if you don't analyze this data and act upon it, then you're losing money. You're not doing it properly. So you need to make sure you use these breakdowns when it comes to different campaigns like this. And it's not only to say that you should use those breakdowns with purchases, because I could also use it with like add to carts, right? Like for example, this campaign right here has 3 add to carts but no purchases, right? So what am I going to do? I could go in there and see what people added to cart, what type of people, and then release a campaign specifically for that. So let's see this one, right? So 24 is a little bit over the amount that I'm looking to pay. So let me go to the ad set. Then I'm going to hit breakdown. I'm going to hit by delivery, age, and then I'm going to see if every single one of those is coming. Okay, so you see here, there is no trend, right? There's no trend here because every single sale of these 4 sales came from a different age group. So there's no trend when it comes to ages here. Even though $9.91 and $17 are good prices for me, because it was only one sale, there was really no trend there. So let's see if I go on to the next level, if I go into gender, let's see. Okay, so there is here, you see, so the maximum that I want to pay is $21, and every single one of these sales came from females, right? So this top row right here is females. So what I could do, let's keep going lower and see if there's anything else. So let's try age and gender. Let's see if there's some sort of trend there. Okay, so there's no trend there. It was all female, but it's from different ages. I guess we already saw that before. So let's try country. Let's see if there's any trending country. So Canada, $12.15, and the US, $37. So even though Canada is giving me a way better price for purchase, I'm probably still going to keep the US and just pay attention to the fact that it was only female. But you could basically hit every single one of these drop downs here, and you could analyze what are the different people that are responding to this specific advertisement. Like if we take a look at the placement, let's see if they're coming. See, so it's coming from the Facebook newsfeed mobile, right? So I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is that I notice, okay, Facebook newsfeed mobile, $16, great. And then if I go into gender, then I'm going to see that they're all female. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the breakdowns. I'm going to come back to the ad set. I'm going to duplicate this ad set right here into the same campaign, right? I'm going to start it at $75 to $100, and I'm only going to target the people who were female. So I'm going to target female and only in Facebook mobile feed, right? Because that's what I saw that was giving me the best results in that exact demographic there. So the strategies here and the main takeaways from this scaling strategy is that you want to make sure that you're not throwing away the data that you're buying, right? You're paying for data if you're using Facebook advertising. So make sure that you are using that and that you're using checking out the different breakdowns to be able to repurpose that data. Another thing is make sure that you change your budget only once per day, and from 9 to 10 a.m. is my favorite part to do it. And also another thing that's also very important is that when you duplicate these campaigns, you want to make sure that they start at 7 a.m. the next morning. Okay, so make sure they start at 7 a.m. the next morning. You don't want a campaign starting at 8 p.m. at night, at 3 p.m., at 4 p.m., or whenever it is that you're doing this. You want to make sure that you start them the next day so that they start fresh in the morning, and Facebook is able to optimize at its greatest kind of potential, right? So basically, so guys, I hope that helped and that you guys were able to kind of see what it is that we do in order to be able to take these stores from $100 a day to over $1,000. And there are a couple of different strategies that we followed as well. I'm going to leave those for another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like, a comment, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.